Idea of living in space. While the idea of living in space may seem exciting and futuristic, I believe that it is unlikely that we will ever truly live in space. First, the cost of living in space is astronomical. Sending humans and supplies into space is incredibly expensive and requires a large amount of resources. The technology and infrastructure required to sustain human life in space is also incredibly costly and currently not feasible. Secondly, the harsh conditions of space make it nearly impossible for humans to survive. The lack of atmosphere, extreme temperatures, and radiation all pose significant threats to human life. Additionally, the long-term effects of living in space, such as bone and muscle loss, are still not fully understood. Thirdly, the practicality of living in space is questionable. The resources and energy required to sustain human life in space would be immense and would likely be better spent addressing problems here on Earth. Additionally, the isolation and confinement of living in space would likely have severe psychological effects on humans. Lastly, there are many ethical concerns surrounding the idea of living in space. Who will have access to living in space? Will it only be the wealthy and privileged, or will it be accessible to all? How will we address the potential for exploitation and colonization of other planets? In conclusion, the idea of living in space may seem exciting and futuristic. The cost, harsh conditions, and practicality all make it unlikely that we will ever truly live in space. Instead, we should focus on addressing the problems here on Earth and working towards creating a sustainable and equitable future for all.